Hi, thanks for tuning in. I'm Michelle Crawford, and in today's Quick Tips watercolor video, we're going to be talking all about watercolor paper blocks. So if you're new to watercolor, you've likely been painting on watercolor sheets, and so these are sheets of watercolor paper that are loose. Sometimes they come in a pad, but when you paint on loose sheets of paper, you will need to tape your paper down to some type of a surface. And we do this because as we add water to the paper, it'll tend to buckle or wrinkle a little bit. And if that is happening while you're painting, that can make things a little bit difficult. So we tend to tape our paper down to a surface so it doesn't really move or buckle while we paint. But a watercolor block is another alternative to that. So a watercolor block, if you open up a brand new one, and I've got one right here, I just took the packaging off. When you first open it up, you might be a little bit surprised. A lot of them have a black cover sheet, and you might at first think that you have purchased a pad of black watercolor paper. Have no fear, it's just the cover sheet. So a watercolor block is a pad of paper that is glued on all four sides. And so you see with this Arches paper, they use black glue. It's glued on all four sides. And then there's a little slit on one side where you're able to insert usually something like a palette knife that you're able to separate the sheet of paper. So when you first get your watercolor paper block, the first thing you want to do is remove that cover sheet. So I'm going to grab a palette knife. It looks just like this. And I'm going to insert the palette knife in between that cover sheet and the other sheets of paper, and I'm just going to move it around the edge, and it's going to separate the cover sheet from the pad of paper. And voila, now you see your nice clean sheet of paper. And once you have completed your painting, that's exactly how you remove it. The benefits of using a watercolor block is that because it is glued on all four sides, you don't have to tape your paper. You can go right into painting. You can even paint to the edge of a watercolor block. I tend to like the look of a nice taped edge, so often I'll still tape a thin white edge around my block. But really it's not necessary. It keeps your paper nice and flat while you paint, and it's a great way to get started quickly if you are looking to get right to painting and don't want to have to spend a lot of time on setup. So everything you need to know about watercolor blocks. Hope you like this video and subscribe for future content.